My cam's here. It just doesn't show when it's just one-on-one.
I just saw the stream. I was on big there.
Yeah, I tried to
sorry
move it up.
guys. Sorry.
Oh, Discord issues. I wonder if it's a Discord thing. It probably is because we never get technical issues like this to this extent. It's usually pretty quick. Yo, you guys screwed me over. The new update is not working. The new update destroyed me. My Discord crashes when I
Wait, is everybody messed up or just me?
No, everybody's messed up. It crashes when you click the camera.
No, it's you. That's more funny.
Yeah, it was just you.
Wonders just subscribed.
All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and Google your names, and whatever picture comes up was the picture I shall use.
No.
Whatever picture comes up is the picture I use. All right, Shacey, you're up first. There's no
Don't
you're not wearing any clothes in this one. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yo, this is the most amazing podcast you've ever seen. This is the most amazing. Yeah, we gotta bring back the bun, dude. Come on, bro. I can still have my camera, so I'll be using my camera still. So at least there'll be something moving.
Then you should be in the middle. 1,000 crystals. Hello guys, welcome back to another video.
Alright, now I'll put my camera on here. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, very scuffed today, but it'll work. Alright, but we'll go ahead and get right into it here. Aloha everybody for the YouTube channel. As you can see, today's podcast is probably one of the most pristine podcasts of all time. Yeah, we've been really setting this up, and I'm just kidding. Discord is having some kind of issue with their updates, so it's not allowing us to Discord cam. Every time we click on our cam, it crashes the Discord. So instead, Googled each of their names and used the first picture that popped up on Google. So these are our people that are joining the podcast today. Thompson, yeah, Seishi Zo, J-Mac, and Junpei. Welcome everybody. Good to have you guys here. Welcome
This
back
is
to
the first
podcast.
time I could be in chat because it always lags.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. You usually don't
First time I
look
could
at the
use that.
chat, right, when we're doing it. That's true.
So I planned all ahead. Like remember the shout out of the guy that I gave. They're dating now. The two guys, the guy and the girl.
What's his name? Jeff? What's his name? Jeff too? No.
No, Jerry.
Jerry, that was his name. Yeah.
I was
remember
gonna
that.
show you guys a picture of the guy and the girl. Now I can't because I was gonna show it on my camera.
Oh, I see. Well, hopefully we try it out. We try it again later, like maybe in like 30 minutes. Well, I'll try it. If it crashes,
They're
it crashes.
dating now, man. It worked out.
Yeah, I can't believe that worked, man. That's crazy.
What are the odds of that, dude?
But all right, I know you guys are very excited for this podcast. This is definitely the podcast a lot of people have been waiting for. We're going to be discussing about the developer notes, right? There are some things that are be happening with the developer notes, some good things and some not so crazy things. Yeah. Yo, but anyways, thanks for the gift of sub to Thompson, man. I will be muting the alerts as usual. Yeah, for the podcast, and I'll be reading through them and giving coconuts for them later on. Yeah, let me mute that there. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't want to mute. Hello. Why is everything not working today? Like out of all days, everything is not working today. What the heck?
Technology.
There we go. Okay, got it. All right, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about these developer notes. So without further ado, let's just get right into it, since I think there's be a lot of things that we're gonna be discussing today. Topic number one is developer note discussion. Yeah, as I said, we can talk about the Nerf twins. I guess we can start with that. We can also talk about the dungeon changes and anything else that is gonna be happening with these developer notes. Yeah, what are your general thoughts on the developer notes? And let's dive right into the details of the twin changes, right? For people that do know and don't know. Feel free,
Did we
anybody?
get the twins nerfed?
What?
Did we get the twins nerfed?
Dude,
Because we
I
were just talking about
feel
it
when
last
we
time.
talk about it, it happens, dude. Yeah, is it a coincidence or not? I swear to God, it literally got released like what, a couple days after.
I do not want to be responsible for that.
You're
Yeah,
responsible for it.
I'm about to quit the game, guys.
Oh
It would
yeah,
be really
you're a
great
twin
to
You're a
user.
twin, man.
So can we
You're
discuss
twin.
Ganymede's nerf?
Okay, all right. Obviously, they know they don't listen to Junpei. Okay. But yeah, let's talk about the nerfs. So let's start off with Shayna. Okay, let's start off with the chakram, Shayna, right? Losing her attack bar reduction, as well as losing her 24% arena speed lead, and getting the 33% dungeon attack lead. What do you think the implementations of this in PvP are? Do you think it's needed? And how do you think this is going to affect her in PvE for a variety of players in the dungeons?
I'll go ahead first because I probably use Shayna the most out of everybody in PvP wise. First of all, I think one of it is justified, either 24% loss or the ATB reduction, but both is too much. I personally think so. So that's just my point of view, obviously, and that's because I abuse twins.
At least he knows it.
J-Mac.
Hey, I admit it.
Now you do you have already another team ready for RTA? Because okay, there's a backstory with J-Mac. Every time we meet up in RTA, and it's everything depends of the Tianlong stance every time. Either he wins or he loses, but that was with his Shayna Martina. Like, do you already have another something prepared? Because obviously I think that they're not going to be usable in PvP, as you mentioned, and I don't know if the lead nerf plus the attack bar reduction nerf was necessary as well. For sure, they had to do something with Shayna. She was used in most of the content. I would say 95% of the whole content of the game. The only dungeon where she was not used was in maybe GB10. But every other aspect of the game, you could use Shayna if you wanted to, except the water rift, right? So of course it was necessary to have something there. It's gonna be I think a good thing for the game to bring in more units to work around instead of the twins. But all in all, I've seen that people wanted to put Shayna in storage and everything, and I think that she's still gonna be useful for Necropolis. Nothing's gonna change. Some elementary rift, nothing's gonna change. It's really for the PvP that she's going to be impacted. Even Dragon, I think, coupled with the Lorraine or something like that, it's not going to change anything. Everyone's going to be able to keep up their teams with Shayna inside. And plus with the buff of the Deva, the light one, it's also not going to change a lot in the PvE. But in the PvP sides, I think they totally destroyed the combo.
Yeah, they gutted it pretty good.
I think it's still possible, but you cannot spam it anymore. Like, that's the thing with most Shayna Martina users right now. They just spam it into every comp.
I feel attacked.
It's true though. It's true.
It's true.
Like
I started playing Shayna Martina as well on like another account, and there's like a lot of more other stuff as well. But that's the thing. Like, if you have a Shayna Martina comp, you can just spam it into everything. And if you have a good comp, you win about 65% of the time, like with good runes. So
yeah, and if you have decent runes, you're able to progress pretty well. And what is RTA mostly revolved around right now? It's revolved around playing well, but also playing a large quantity of games, right? So Shayna Martina actually gives you a pretty nice advantage in staying motivated to do 30 wings a day. Would you say so, Jeff?
For me, yeah. So only reason why I went to Shayna Martina was because I don't want to waste 4 hours clearing wings. Although Shayna Martina, I do maybe 10 wings a day now, not even. But you know what? It is what it is, and I saw a nerf coming. I really did. I don't think Martina needed a nerf. I always said this. I said this on the podcast before. I believe Shayna was the problem, and they did it. They kind of did both.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really healthy for 4-star RTA, and
sure.
Also like the Guild War defense. It's also pretty healthy for that as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
because you can just twins plus support into pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So, okay, my point of view of this Shayna Martina thing is, it's because it's in the death notes. It's not an actual, like, patch note yet, right? When is it coming out? Because obviously, if it comes out, pretend this Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Couple people are gonna get fucked for this weekend.
America's
SWC.
That's right. Okay.
Because there are multiple players that have it. Joseph. What's his name? Roman has it. Who else has it? Archer has it.
You hear Thompson laughing?
hey, I got gutted too because I use Shayna Martina.
Okay, whatever,
you
sir.
Also use
Whatever, dude.
I love Shayna Martina.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, I do use Shayna Martina. Come on now.
That's gonna fuck a lot of people. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. So I don't think it's
in
gonna
Europe. We
happen
only
this
have
weekend.
one, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And I think, but okay, I don't really know for America's Cup, but like, were they primary team comps or secondary ones? Like as a last 2 picks, Shayna Martina or something like that?
Kevin Archer is 100% Shayna Martina.
True. Yeah, he's in battle with the guilds, right?
Yep, he's in battle of the guilds. I saw what's his name use it. Joseph use it, right?
I've never seen Joseph use China Martina, but
He
maybe
used it in a match.
Really?
I think he
Yeah.
was he the one. There was somebody that used it, and we were all like, "What? He has this? Was that him?"
Yeah, it's Joseph. It was
Joseph had to use China in that match.
Yes. So he used Shayna Martina. I didn't even know he had it.
Yeah, a
to be
lot of
honest.
people were surprised he had it.
Yeah, I didn't know that as well.
So
Because
I'm
he
sure
doesn't have Vanessa.
he has it. Oh. Okay, I see. I see Thompson laughing. So yeah, so it does affect players if they were to throw that this weekend. If it lands on Thursday, everybody's gonna be ruined.
Yeah, I think that's what people are nervous
Yeah.
about actually. If they do something like that and they actually release it.
But in my opinion, they probably won't do it just because it's in dev notes and not patch notes, which is completely different.
So
Yeah,
would you guys say that
but the-
these would you guys say that these nerfs that happened to Shayna Martina were the right nerfs, and do you say it was too much? Because we did actually suggest a lot of these changes. We actually specifically suggested like all these changes, and instead of like saying like we did specifically say as well, I think adjusting one of these, we don't know which one, would make it more balanced, but they decided to gut and use all of them, right? And
Which is
nerf all of
fucked
them.
up.
Right. What do you think needs to be? What do you think needs to be reverted then and not included from the dev note? What do you think is fair and not fair, right? Or do you think all of them are fine to be implemented? What do you think?
I think it's
I honestly think like they should just take out the speed lead and put the speed lead for like dungeon only or whatever, and
I
it would
agree.
be pretty cool.
I'm okay with that.
And then
it's
like
more rune intensive.
nerf it one step at a time, like little by little, because like it does everything right. Armor break, stun, attack bar pushback, and then just nerf it little by little. Speed lead, yeah. And then
I
I don't
think
think
it's like about
Martina
7
needed
days.
the nerf.
I said this from the beginning. I don't think Martina needs a nerf. It's Shayna that's making it insane.
I disagree. I played on the China Martina account, and Martina procced once, and like literally every tank just
She
died.
hurt so much, dude. Her damage potential
Hey,
is so
22%, man. Everything that procs once you usually lose anyways.
No, but like if Enterus procs once, like at like 10%, nothing dies. Like if it procs twice, nothing dies. If Martina procs once,
nice. Damn.
Athos dies, Gennis dies, all your tanky shit just dies. It doesn't matter, they die.
She also gets the
You know
utility
them
of
laughing.
shotgun.
I hear this laugh, and that's the laugh of I see people perish by my fucking Martina. That's why she's nerfed.
Ask, Josh is in chat right now. Ask
The
him
thing with
about it.
the Martina nerf is it also closes off creativity as well, because now you know that Shayna got nerfed. You could try other type of chakram dancers along with Martina, but Martina's nerfed. There's no room for creativity, right?
True.
That's true.
That's true.
I won a match today with Talia. Talia and Sabrina.
Oh yeah, Sabrina's getting a hit too, right? What are the details on the exact hit for
Yeah.
Sabrina?
Yeah, she was her passive was 35% damage plus, and now it's gonna be 15%.
Ooh.
But I see what they did then, because their main goal was to stop using the units everywhere, right? So there is a team right now that you can use in Giant, Necro, and Dragon, which is double Lucians, double Talias, and Sabrina. So they had to nerf, I think, Sabrina along the way, because if not, this team comp would still work.
But okay, just wondering, why do you think they need to nerf farming though? I'm just wondering.
Sorry,
This
they
is my
also
opinion.
boost
on it,
farming.
right? Yeah, they're gonna be boosting farming, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, actually they're gonna be boosting it. Like the nerf is not, I mean, the dev node is not only the nerf. There is gonna be one wave less. There's gonna be so much shit in order for us to improve our times, and in order for the beginners to reach their goals and be able to farm as well. So I don't think that we're gonna be slower.
Well,
I'm
they
just
killed my
thinking that's-
freaking one-shot Kada team. I can't like one-shot R5 anymore.
The
Yeah, I
nice
want
thing
to
is-
see the implementations on this, and if there's any way to adjust the teams that you currently are running to still do it.
Yeah, I think
Not the one-shot, but the two-shot is really easy. The two-shot is probably really easy in a non-derp situation. We just have to check what's the best way that you can handle some derps.
Right, because I know EU is very heavy on KB5. Even before it even, not even KB5, but just Katarina R5s in general, EU was like way on top of it, like a lot before a lot of other regions, to be honest. They were doing it consistently for a very, 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 very long time, from what I heard of it. Yeah. But my opinions on these dungeon runs and nerfs are that, I mean, is it fair to say as a game developer, it sucks to see players being able to make one team that clears all your dungeons, right? Like if you're a game developer, right? You kind of want to be like, hey, I want to make a game, right? I'm a game developer. I want to make a game that, you know, people need to strategize with every dungeon, right? From a consumer standpoint, from a gamer standpoint, player, I'm like, yeah, I want to make one dungeon, make my life easier and clear it all, right? But as a developer, I see where they're coming from as well, right? I like to put myself in both shoes. And would that be fair to say that they really want us to have diverse team comps with every single dungeon? Right.
I don't think so. I disagree with that, Brian.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I feel like it's important for a developer to make the game really fun. And I feel like the developers are going towards a direction where it's more money oriented than fun oriented, right? I know there's a big controversy about how they took out the transmog. Like they made people buy the transmog, and then afterwards they nerfed the twins.
That's a PR issue. That's a separate issue, but I think that is an issue as well.
Separate issue,
that's a stupid issue that they did.
But who knows? There are new monsters coming out. Who knows if monsters are very PvP oriented and they want you to get the new monsters because the new monsters are going to be worse than the twins. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, what if the new monster comes out this Thursday?
What if they come out and
that'd be crazy, dude.
And they're super meta changing.
I know. Well, I mean, the only people that are gonna worry, the America's Cup people. The rest of the people don't give two craps, right? EU and was it Asia Pacific? They're like, we got time.
Not even if they're meta changing. Imagine they're really like PvE oriented. That means like they nerfed the twins, so people had to buy the new monsters. That's even more.
That's a dick move.
Yeah, that is
a dick move.
What if they're better than twins? But man, then I'd be clearing shit in 10 seconds.
True.
Yeah.
True. I hope it's not going to be PvE content though, because that's boring. Like I really don't want to see new units that are PvE. I think they've made enough PvE units to be used in the game, as well as with the additions of secondary awakenings coming every 4 months. I think we're fine for PvE content, right? And they can use the second awakens for more PvE content. I think they should come out with units, and if they want our money, I think it's fine. It's a business, right? They got to make money, but make it towards PvP, please. I want to see them more towards PvP, if anything. That's just my personal.
When the game is more geared towards fun, people will be happy to spend their money. But when the game is steered towards like you have to pay to win, that's kind of not cool, right?
Exactly.
That's like my whole issue.
I don't think we're going towards that though. I mean,
like that's my whole issue with that. You could buy 100 energies a month. It sucks that people have to pay $10 a month now. I mean, I know it's a great pack to buy. Like, I'm sure for nobody it's a problem. But like, why don't they just give it to us for free? You know?
It's because it's at the end of the day, no matter what, it's a company, right? And a company that is trying to make money and become successful needs to use marketing strategies. I think if you're saying that you're not trying to employ any marketing strategies, then I would say that's a really naive comment. Because what does it do, right? The $5 pack gets you to spend, right?
Make money if they make the game fun. Like RTA. RTA was never made for money.
No, I understand what you're saying, but the reason why there's a $5 pack. The reason why there's a $5 pack is to get people to start spending. Because once you start spending, you'll spend more. Just like Vegas. Yeah, exactly. Just like anywhere you go, right? So that's their starting additional pack. They give you insane value to purchase it. And if you purchase it, maybe you'll spend more, right? That's their marketing strategy with you. That's why they're not giving it for free, I guess you could say, in your words. But I agree, it needs to be fun too. If the game's not fun, it's not worth the money. And as long as they're making it fun, I think it is worth it for people to spend in the game. So...
Yeah, I love Comp to Us and everything. I love the game, but... I would love the game to grow towards a direction where it's really fun. Like RTA has nothing to do with money, but most people spend most of their money because of RTA.
They want to get better in RTA.
Make a lot of money because it's fun.
I mean, it's unfair to say the game's not fun. I think the game is quite fun as it is. It might be different for endgame players, people playing for 5 years, 3 years, people spending money, people not spending money. But as for general public, I mean, general population of getting into the game, that's, a couple months in or a year in, I'm sure they're having a blast right now. There's a lot of
Wait, you think the game is fun? How cute.
I think it is fun, dude.
Man, we wouldn't be talking about this game if it wasn't fun, right?
Dude, we all still wouldn't be here if it wasn't fun to an extent. Yeah, even us, we've been here this long, and there's some percentage of
Well,
fun.
they're doing something right. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they're doing something good, I would say.
Well, I'm playing. This is like the game I played for the longest time of like all the games that I
Same.
played. So
Oh, really?
Same.
yeah, most of the time, like my lifespan of a game was like about 2 years, and then I would move on to something. But
Yeah.
I played WoW for 10 years, so I can't say.
Yeah, I played.
well,
I,
did
I-
you play actively for 10 years, or did you play on and off for 10 years?
On and off by the last like 3-4 years, but for 6 years I had no life, dude.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game in Neopets. I mean, this game is the one I played the longest. Yeah.
Neopets.
No, never mind. Anyways, going back to the topic a little bit. Is there anything to kind of further discuss about these twins? I feel like we just started the conversation on it. What were the other ones that were changed as well besides Shayna, Martina?
Deva.
Deva's gonna get
Deva-
increased, right? Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
I already see people building Devas and like skilling them up. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, just wait. Don't do
I'm
it.
not
Wait.
gonna be fucking test for no reason and waste my resources, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the scaling is terrible. Just wait until you know the actual scaling. Maybe like people are like, maybe it's gonna be like the new Lin, but then as a twin. So yeah, just wait for the scaling.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till that. But what do you guys think? Aren't people still just gonna run double Talia anyways? You don't necessarily need Sabrina,
Yeah.
right? So
I'm probably gonna run double Talia still.
Yeah.
so yeah, that's what I'm
You
thinking.
only need one Lucian right now because Lucian can clear wave one and wave
1 and
3.
3. Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you only need one Lucian, so you actually make room for that other Lucian for another single target damage dealer because you can also focus the boss right now. So it's all of the dungeons is gonna be Lucian plus single target damage dealers.
You're gonna cut like 5 seconds off your dungeon run by one wave, right? 4 or 5
Mostly,
seconds.
mostly.
So I'm thinking, yeah. So and giants are gonna still be running double ignore. I never use twins for giants, anyways. I
Yeah,
run double
same.
ignore.
Same.
So-
I also never use twins for giants because it's slower. Like the animation for Talia's second skill is kind of slow. It slows things down.
Yeah. So because it needs to self buff. So I
Yeah.
think farming will be perfectly fine. I think most people will be fine with farming once they figure out the teams.
Yeah.
Okay, so all in all, it looks like these twin nerfs and changes. What was our final consensus on what they should do? Yeah, should they give back the attack bar reduction? What do you think they can do to ease it a little bit? I guess the nerf for Martina. I mean, it's not needed, but it happened.
I think it's
Right.
needed.
You think it's
You
needed?
think
Some
it's
people are
needed?
saying it's needed. Some people saying it's not needed.
It's so much damage. That unit, like
Yeah,
you
it's true,
can
it doesn't
run
matter.
around slot 6 HP and still dashes out too much damage.
So would you say that bringing back the attack bar reduction for Shayna and said would be a nice evening ground on this nerfing that's happening for the twins? Right? We know
Yeah,
what
taking
the
away the
directions are.
speed lead will be huge. Taking away
Yeah.
the speed lead is insane.
Speed lead
Yeah,
removal and the nerfing of the Martina should be far more than enough gutting, right? No need to
I
take the
think
attack
so.
bar reduction because people are using it for dungeons, right? So it kind of hurts them to take away the attack bar reduction slightly.
Yeah, so
for
Shayna,
TOA.
in my mind right now, it's completely not usable, and I think most people agree right now. Like maybe make it a dungeon speed lead, like Thompson said. That will still make it usable still.
I mean,
Did you
that
just
attack
say
lead
that
is
she
fine.
was not usable? But like, how about Necropolis?
She's still good.
What
Yeah,
about
she's still insanely good.
TOA?
TOA is
The
still really
attack
good.
bar reduction was big for that. That's why. So that's why I'm saying the attack bar reduction
Sure.
should come back. But it's
But
still
you-
good.
You
Still
can,
good.
you can still
Yeah, but-
play it with Lauren or any other attack bar reduction.
True, but
You just
AOE
need
feels
another
good,
unit.
man. AOE attack bar reduction is
Yeah,
good.
AOA plus
But
Maruna.
that's the
so
thing, like,
it's not
Let's
unusable.
sum up what the old Shayna did. So you had AoE damage, you had an AoE stun, you had AoE armor break, you had AoE attack bar reduction. That's 4 things. You add a Martina to the equation, and then it still strips and steals. So it's most units just strip. This is a strip plus steal, and it's even semi-bugged that where a Shayna is stunned, Martina attacks, Shayna will still get the buffs. And that's
Was
just
that actually bugged? Because I read in the dev note they said they still get it. Actually, I think I read somewhere.
yeah, something like that. But
They
maybe it's
announced it. Yeah, I know what you
intentional.
mean though. It's intentional, I think. And it's
Yeah,
not
maybe. But
smart. That is
it's
pretty
just
fucked up.
one skill does about 7 things. That's too much.
Yeah, why do you think I devil want her? The only Nafor I ever devil want in my life.
Oh man, I
I-
Devil want so much. Try 9 months without a net 5, but besides that, I think
Crazy.
it just does too much, and that's where like taking up a few of these things makes sense, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow Seishizo's opinion in the way that it's good for ventilating a little bit the units there in PvE and for PvP it really does suck. But I think that in order to bring more diversity in PvE, you had to break them in PvP as well. So well, there are still going to be other options for PvP and many more for PvE. Just to go back a little bit on that, my community got I saw Reddit as well, but my community as the French community, it looked like everyone started to cry, right? Everyone started to complain. They wanted to bring it back, like if it was possible after the nerf to form anymore. But I really wanted to narrow it down to what it really will be. The twins are still going to be usable in most of the
Meta
content.
just
You're just going to
subscribed.
have to bring
12
another
months.
unit to
Thanks
do
for Thar.
the attack bar reduction, which could be any unit free to play like Lauren or Hua or everyone that you want. So it's not that big of a deal. It's the update is actually going to help a lot the beginners again, to me.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, I think so. But I would like to have the attack bar reduction regained, and I think that'll be an easy, fair ground for.
I'm
everyone.
okay with that.
And I think everybody, would be kind of okay with it. I'm surprised because Comptos is usually a bit more careful, and they like to do things slower. So I'm surprised they went with a full-on like, holy moly, like boom, everything. You know?
I think
They like half the shit.
I think the issue was it was too slow, right? It took a year.
True.
Yeah.
And then they went from 0 to 100 in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shut it right off. I don't know.
That's quite interesting. Okay, so looks like general consensus is that it does suck, but it's gonna open up diversity for the game, as well as we'd like to see some things reverted, like the attack bar reduction regained for the twins, as well as the twins are no longer gonna be super consistent and usable in PvP, but still gonna be fine to use in PvE. Gonna keep our eyes open for Deva as well to see the implementations of that. What were your thoughts on some of the other developer note changes, like the dungeon runs from 5 to 4, KV5, as well as essences? Essences now drop at a higher rate, right? Mid essences, which is quite nice. And what else did I miss? There was like one more thing, right?
Extra experience for the scenarios.
Yes, extra experience for scenarios. Yeah, those are some
they
very
said
good quality of life changes.
They
What do you
said
think?
greatly, so it's not gonna
Yeah.
be a pain in the ass anymore to bringing a new 6-star, especially for beginners again.
Yeah.
For us,
Yeah,
it was
beginners was the worst. Trying to make a 6-star.
Yeah.
And getting essence
would
to
take
even awaken your
weeks.
first nat 5.
yeah.
Well, actually, my
remember-
brother, he started playing like a week ago, and he just made his first 6-star. But I'm curious, like how much faster it will be, like after the patch.
Yeah, homunculuses are cheaper now, so they're faster. Skill ups for them are cheaper now for the skill tree. Whatchamacallit, efforts are now cheaper from the guild shop as well. So yeah, some very big quality of life changes, which I think definitely should be noted and definitely appreciated by maybe not us, but the entirety of the population of Summoners War, right?
It's great that they're helping out like early game players, but there's one thing that's not in the deal, but developers know we have to talk about.
Go ahead.
It's the what's it called? The SWOP not working again.
Oh,
yeah.
so it's
It is
not
working.
working.
It
They
is
went back to
working.
HTTPS.
Also,
It's working.
did it fix already? Yeah, I think they're doing updates and things like that are like messing up with it. But I don't think personally, I haven't asked them though, but I don't think personally they're trying to shut down Optimizer. I don't think that's their intent. So if it ever happens in the future, I think it's just that they've updated something and they're gonna fix it right away.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Well,
If it is,
shut down
they
right
would
now.
release information about that. But so it's
Okay.
fixed now, right?
In the Q&A, they say
Well, the
they
thing
say
is-
that they wanted to improve the security. So it just goes along the way that it fucks up with the
True.
exporter. But I don't think, as you said, that it's targeted to the exporter. They're just securing their game, and then it fucks up with this guy.
True. So sometimes people aren't able, as long as hopefully they try to avoid doing it around FRR time, all right? Or else people will be very upset. That's all. If they can avoid that, That'd be great.
FR time is coming soon, but there's a big tournament coming up soon, you know?
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true, too,
So
true, too.
the current state of the exporter is you have a version 28. That's the latest version. That version works if ComeToUs doesn't like uses HTTPS. Currently, it is using HTTP that thingy. So you have to use the version 27, and that's the version where you have to get the certificate first. So if someone is like saying like the export is not working, I would recommend you to go to the Discord of Sandro. Sandro is the guy that made the Summoners War Rune Optimizer and the exporter. And within the Discord, there's like a lot of questions handled. There's like Summoners War exporter help, and there's like a pinned message of how you should get like the certificate, get that stuff to your Nox or to your mobile phone or to your iOS and stuff like that. So I also heard like quite some questions like, is it working? Is it not working? Check out the stuff there on the Discord. That's the best help.
Yeah, support him on Patreon. I actually do.
I'm not gonna like say anything like that. But yeah.
I support him.
Go ahead. Why not? He's doing something for the community, and he's putting
Yeah.
his time
Honestly,
into
he's
it,
great.
so
He's changed the game.
big shout out to him, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
shout out to
he's a
him.
real good guy.
Yeah, that's freaking amazing. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic here. It looks like we've gone through the development notes. It was actually a lot easier than I thought, right, to get our opinions on it. I know a lot of people will be asking you and continue to ask you about that, so that's why I really want to talk about this developer note and kind of get your opinions on it. We're gonna move on to the second topic here. It kind of just goes on because we were just talking about buffs and nerfs. I guess we can quickly go over our weekly buff and nerf discussion. Yeah, is there any other units now that you guys want to talk about that you guys want to have come to us nerf next week? Because apparently they listen, okay? Yeah, I think they actually watch these. Like they actually like dedicate some kind of employee to watch these. So I don't think everything happens, but
We did not
we can convey.
nerf the twins, all right? It was already at the works.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but we definitely validated their decisions to do it, but we don't validate the way they did it though.
We enabled it.
No, we enabled it.
I'm
Like,
going to get back to the point. Like, there's actually one, both in EU, there's one, and in NA, there's also one or two. ComeToUs workers that actually watch this podcast.
really?
Yeah,
Hello.
no joke. I was talking during the Cologne meetup with some of the workers. So, and one of the workers came to me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm watching like every week," and he also knows someone from NA is watching like every week.
Oh, hello, Frank and Jill from ComeToUs. Okay, I don't know.
So,
Shout out to you
yeah,
watching.
they're definitely listening. But for example, like a small thing that's what I like asked for in the podcast before is like if they make like changes, I want to have some explanation, right?
That would be nice. That'd be very nice to
They-
give their reasoning, even if it's stupid.
That's the main thing. Yeah,
Give us a
Death
reasoning.
Note should like.
Yeah,
you talk
but they
about it,
actually
right?
did. They actually did. Like for example, the Q&A, like that's besides the dev notes. The Q&A is a lot of reasoning of why they do certain things. Well, I'm getting kind of off topic with the buffs and
That's
nerfs,
fine.
but
That's fine.
they said a lot of things. It's like, okay, we don't remove the crit animation, and this is why. So you can agree or disagree, but at least you know it's why, or why we're not doing times 10 battles. They have like a reasoning. You can agree or disagree still, but at least you know why.
Oh yeah, I'm just quickly throwing that. I did talk to someone from ComeToUs, and they said the twins nerf was a long time coming, like long time, like a very long time ago.
Thank you,
Yeah.
J-Mac. Thank you.
Oh my
Let's
God,
also-
Thompson, are you stressing that it's like our fault for it? Relax,
It's not our
man.
fault, man.
We-
It's
we-
gotta be
we-
a long time.
They talked about it a long time ago, actually.
We
No, but they said
work
it.
together as a community
They-
here, and we discuss about topics to bring it to light to ComeToUs. How they make the difference
Yes.
or changes is up to them, right? We bring it to
Thank
light
you,
is all
Brian.
we do. That's it.
Do you think I want to nerf my own
They said
unit?
it
dude?
in the Q&A. They said that it's the most it's the patch that required the most tests. They tested it out a lot before putting it out. So I think it will be fine.
Yeah, hopefully. You know what? We're going to skip the weekly buff and nerf discussion. If you guys want to talk about any units of buff and nerf, feel free to bring it up anytime. Let's just go on to that topic here since we're on it, about the Korea Q&A. I don't know if you guys want to bring up the Korea Q&A. Was there any questions or answers that you were interested in kind of discussing here as well through that
How to
Korea
clear TOA 50.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's a question that I've been thinking about day and night. How to clear TOA 50. I'm so glad that they addressed it and literally gave us no response on how to answer it and how to clear it.
No,
man,
I wanted an answer on the Perna crit rate.
but imagine sitting there and you have to be professional and give like a reasonable answer, and you can't just say like, "Dude, what the fuck are you
Well, I
asking?"
mean, the question was kind of stupid as well because the TOA
Yeah,
50
that's
is
the
different
point.
every month, right? So,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
come on, dude.
Exactly that. So that's the thing. Like you want to like the guy, of course, had to be like professional and gave like a reasonable answer. But if I was standing there, I was like, "Dude, the fuck."
Right. Some things to note is they said specifically they are not considering 4 and 5 star LD scroll packs yet. They're also not
Yet.
considering 4 or 5
Yet.
stars for secondary awakenings. It's only going to be 2 and 3 stars, right? Those
Yeah.
are things of interest.
But this we already knew.
Yeah, like I don't know why
Yeah.
they asked these questions. I feel like you could have asked any questions. This is like if you
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
question to
I-
ask about life, and then you decided to ask like, where does like McDonald's French fries come from? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like you could ask any
Wait,
question in the
you
world
want
right
to
now.
know? I want to know. No,
Okay, relax.
Google it.
I want to know about the second awakening, the second group.
Yeah.
They said they fixed it internally, but we don't know what. All right, I have my theory on that, okay, but
Go for
might
it.
be wrong. When recently they aired some videos with Easter eggs inside it, and they said, oh well, for example, on the homunculus, it's a poem in Korean, and say this and that. And recently we had an event, and on the event there was 3 shadows of monsters. Yeah, I forgot if it was the lottery event, the capsule event that we had. I think it was this one. And then in the background, there was 3 shadows of 3 stars that were the Penguin Knight, the Sath, and Hemos. I forgot the name in English of this.
Grim
these-
Reaper. Grim
these
Reaper.
guys. Yeah, Grim Reaper, and the other one was another one. Another 3 stars.
Yo, is
and-
Math gonna get a second awakening for
So,
Josh?
I don't know.
my
I don't
God.
know, but
Oh,
maybe,
no.
Josh in
Fate,
chat,
man.
Josh in
Josh is
chat.
I don't
in
know.
chat so happy.
Maybe I'm
Oh.
completely off road, but I don't know. Maybe
They sound
Let's see.
reasonable. They sound reasonable. Along with Second Awaken Hellhound, they have to do 2. They have to do a 2-star. Like last time they did 1, right? So I think they have to do 2-star, or maybe 2 of them.
Yeah.
So-
The last one was the lizard guys.
Oh, Lizard Man. Oh yeah, those things are literally obsolete.
Yo, what do those things even do?
I don't know. Sometimes I think some people made it for raid one time, but it doesn't work.
Yeah,
well.
they reflect damage or something.
Yeah.
I made a yellow Yeti back in the days for raid.
Oh my
Jeez.
god, really?
Yeah, the yellow Yeti.
Oh,
Cleanses,
light
right, or something
salamander.
like that.
Light Salamander. That also was another one people were messing around with for raids back in the day.
Yeah, because
Wait,
it
what-
cannot be stunned or something.
Yeah, when you see it in TUA hard, you're like, wow, this unit I really need to try it out and build it, and then it's shit because
Yeah.
the stats.
Yeah, base
just suck.
stats is a lot.
Were there any other career Q&A questions that kind of stood out to you guys? Because there was quite a few. There was like 16 questions that they answered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think all in all, it was quite, except the TOA guy, it was quite interesting how they viewed their game at the moment.
A really big one. We're planning to make guild-related content update in
yeah.
September.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, they did say that specific. They were very specific on that. I wonder what
In
they're gonna
September,
do.
so that's really soon.
Yeah, that's next month. That's kind of crazy actually.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it-
well,
Pretty
pretty much
excited for
next
that.
week is September already.
Something new or something revamped? I wonder. You know what I mean?
We plan to make guild-related content updates, so difficult to say.
And the matchmaking as well, right?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
talked about matchmaking of the guild wars too.
Well, matchmaking was terrible when you actually like we were the first guild in Europe to actually rush normal guild content. We did I think we did all 6 wings in like 2 hours or something
Oh my god.
every Saturday, and we got legend I think like 50 weeks in a row.
50?
Yeah, 50.
15.
Like
15,
about the
oh my
whole
God.
year, and
That's
then
crazy.
then we noticed like other people started doing it because we were the first guild that actually had that many crazy people that everyone was online. Like you need at least like 20 people online always at that time.
So how did you guys recruit for that? Were you like, hey, are you a guardian player? Hey, do you have no life? Hey, do you have no girlfriend or boyfriend?
That
All
was,
right,
that
you're
was
in.
pretty much that was pretty much the thing. Like we didn't have the best players of the server, but we had everyone was able to play on that Saturday always. But then we noticed like other guilds started doing the same, and then it just became super RNG, like which guild pulls who. If you don't get because in the end range of guild battles, every guild can win against every guild for the top 10, top 20 even.
Pretty much, yep. Just when you declare your attack and when you declare when you finish the attack, right? The success of it.
I
Yeah.
think
Can
it's
make a
more
big
about
difference.
defense rates, right?
Yeah,
If I'm not
defense
wrong.
is like I think a number like 20 guild can probably beat like the number 1 guild in defense.
Yeah, like it's a good example was like this. I'm in a G2, G3 guild, but most of the time G2. And last week we got to G3 because we didn't get any attack in the in
Yeah,
the 40
exactly.
hours before the closure. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
random. Like sometimes we would end up G1 because we would get attacked 4 times on Saturday. So
I got G3 with a farm
it's
guild.
messed up. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
So I'm glad that they are making changes to it and that they are realizing it, especially because GVG, like regular GVG, doesn't bring a lot anymore compared to the Siege and compared to the Labyrinth. So I hope like the rewards are gonna come with the update as well.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I actually hope they also take the normal arena with that. But that's probably a different.
Yeah, a different update in the future.
Type
That'd
of
be nice to
sport.
see. That'd be very, very nice to see.
Another thing that they didn't discuss, and I think that is really outdated now, is the world boss.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah,
no
when
World
is
boss
the
is
next
terrible.
element of World Boss coming?
Let me tell you, world boss dies in 5 hours, 15 or no wait, 5 days, 15 hours, and like 5 minutes.
You actually,
Always.
you actually looked at the time.
Yeah, you.
I know
like,
it's on the timer. I know it's on the timer.
It's on a timer because like people are asking me, it's like, are you sure? It's like, yeah. Besides that, I actually see the numbers. It also makes sense. Like we've been clearing world boss for what 4 years. We are getting stronger. The world boss is not dying faster. Do the math.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go with the rune, like the Summoners War Exporter, and you put it on full lock, you can see like a lot of like crazy information. And if you go to the world boss, you actually see like the death timer of the world boss.
Yeah, I know it's on the timer, but I never figured out like how long it is.
I didn't know it was on the timer.
Yeah, I knew it was on the timer.
I always thought it was actually how hard we're hitting it, and apparently it doesn't.
Yeah,
how hard we're hitting it means nothing then.
No,
No,
it
man.
means nothing.
We're all getting a lot stronger, and it's still the same the last 3 years.
That's actually true. I never actually thought
Think
about
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. No one really thought. Everyone just takes this for granted. I do world boss. I just collect
Yeah. There's
10
that one.
times
There's
next.
that one guy that did an
I
attack.
sell a couple of 3-star runes because you still get 3-star runes for triple
Yeah.
S for some
Oh
reason.
my god. Yeah.
Yeah, white 3 stars runes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I
I've
don't know.
never-
3-star runes.
I think I've never kept one single rune from this world boss.
Hey,
I think
someone
once.
in chat said, what if the boss is getting stronger too?
Okay. All right, dude. All
That's
right.
pretty funny.
Yeah, it's probably that one guy that does a one world boss attack, and he's like, "Oh, it went down 1%. That was probably me." Jokes on you.
Like you see a lot of games where they have world boss where you actually have like a sort of like infinite fight against a world boss. I like those kind of fights.
I think if they actually let us kill the boss and had a certain amount of health, dude, I think we'd be clearing the world boss like, dude, 5 times a week by now, dude. Like, right?
Dude,
True.
we get so
Like,
many rewards.
right?
yeah.
Everybody's so strong.
And there's something a little bit off as well with the rewards, right? Like everyone,
Yeah.
not everyone, but a lot of people can get to G1, but there's only 100 G2 spots. Like
True.
literally, you can never get to it if you're not a really huge player, even though you're improving.
But
True, true,
it's
true.
also super RNG. Like I
Yeah.
can get up to 6.7 million on highest in one day, and my lowest is probably 5.9.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's a system that they need to revamp as well. But how important is it to us compared to everything else? Right? Not as important. I'd rather
Yeah,
them focus
not
on
as
other things.
important.
But it doesn't mean that they shouldn't, right? They should definitely
Yo,
Focus on
sometimes I got devilments once a year, so it's important.
hey, once a year is not bad at least. At least you're getting something, dude.
True.
I got a legendary
Yeah.
recently, like last week. I got a legendary scroll. That's
See,
kinda nice. Yeah.
Oh, I get devil mons and stuff from it.
Yeah, I get a couple a
You
year
should
actually,
give
not
out
just
in
one.
memorial.
Yeah, it's just free rewards, but it's not really content.
Well, what did
It's
you say,
not
Thompson?
content.
What were you saying,
They
Thompson?
should give out immemorial stones for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
that
a
was
very.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
actually a good idea.
That's a
Completely
good
agree.
idea.
Hey, do you guys ever get sad if you accidentally forget to do word boss that day? I get sad, man. I said there.
Doesn't
Oh,
happen too
fuck.
often.
Could have been an LD scroll, could have been a Devilmon, right? You never know now. You know what the best thing about World Bots is that nobody said? Not having to farm essences. Cause I don't make that many units
Yeah,
all the time, right?
true.
Yeah.
But when I need to make a unit, I have all the essences I need and more. Cause they just drop like a bunch of
Yeah, I
different
don't
essences in
actually
there.
farm essences, so the new
Nope.
essence buff doesn't do shit to me.
Yep.
I
Except
have
for
enough.
light and
I
dark
don't
unit.
I don't summon that often anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, true. At some point, you just have everything awakened already, what you want to build.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you already know what
Yeah.
it is, and we have so many resources, we don't even make fodder anymore.
No, I
True.
don't make fodder. If I just need something, I just 6-star it. It's just leveling it. Or
Have you seen
using
why
Untitled.
DCB make fodder? He pays to win like next level shit. I've
Really?
seen him do it before. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be easy to make fodder for players now after the change to the EXP. It's gonna be nice, right?
Yeah.
It's another boost to
Yeah.
EXP. That's huge. That's really big.
Well, I'm farming that much that I currently I'm sitting on like 400 something 3-star max level rainbow mons. I just use them for XP.
That's crazy.
You know,
dude.
I feed 3 stars to 3 stars.
Yeah, same thing. I've been doing that for a year. 3 stars to 3 stars, 2 stars to 2 stars. I don't care. Like max level, who cares? I need the 4-star.
Because
Yeah.
R5 drops so many.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But I really like the update where you can craft 3 of the 4-stars now, because I'm not even buying the 4-star from the guild shop anymore.
Oh, I haven't bought those for a long time. I'd rather buy scrolls, dude.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, so I'm not the only. Okay, random question out there. What else do you want Condos to give you guys more of as a resource?
Reapps.
It's a resource. 4-star Devilmons.
Wait, do you really want more reapps, dude? Because that means everybody's gonna get it. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
double
whoa,
reap.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
4-star
Yeah, but they're gonna
Devilmons.
be free to play.
Oh, okay. More free-to-play reapps. Okay, I'd be down for
Yeah.
that. I'd be game for that.
I
Yeah,
still
that's
think
fair.
4-star Devilmon's probably one of the best things in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been asking for that for a long time, dude.
But it's also like if you want to get new players to catch up, like imagine a new player, he has to skill up Galleon, Chasun. Well, Chasun is not a meta, but Galleon, Lucian, Twins. There's so many good 4-stars out there. Even like PvP wise, Aegir, Garo. There's just too many, and it will take them at least 2 years to get like a decent amount of them skilled up. 4-star Devilmon.
Oh,
Easy
one
fix.
thing is, I
It's
actually
just unfair
suggested.
because they missed a lot of the HOH that the
Yeah,
beginning
that's huge.
players used
Yes.
to get
Yeah.
farm.
Back then, I suggested. What do you think of this? If you feed a Triana to Triana, you get 2 skills instead of 1. Do you think that's fair?
I think
Oh,
With the
it's the
current
same
state of the
unit, right?
crystals,
Yes.
Oh, same
with the-
unit, double skill up. I think if they
would-
implement it for 3 stars, 2 stars, and 4 stars, that wouldn't be too bad.
I suggested that before with 5s, before you were even able to get ancient crystals, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, give me a reason to feed them. I'm lucky I didn't, but you know, for even that 4s, like Lucian to Lucian, you get 2 skills. I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that
It
would
makes you
be too
feel a
bad.
little better. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I suggested a long time ago. But I guess they
I
didn't
think
like
it's
it.
a good idea. And jumping on that, you know, they've submitted. They didn't submit, but they've talked about maybe a way to use the high essences. Maybe those high essences, if you get 50 or 100 or something, you could get Devilmon with it, like a 4-star Devilmon. Because we have so many, right? Like in fire, I have maybe 300. In water, I have maybe 200, and it's stuff that is stuck there because what you need most usually is mid essences to awaken your unit. So maybe we could do something with those, and why not 4-star developments?
I got it. You know, no, that wouldn't make sense. You know what they need to give us with the high essences? If you come, it has to be, you already know, it has to be an unreasonable trade, right? Obviously, that's usually how it is when you have to trade these resources,
Yeah.
right? So X amount of high essences of each element will get you a awakening scroll, the one that lets you awaken any unit instantly. I think that would be semi-fair, in my opinion.
Yeah,
What do you guys
that's
think?
true.
That needs to be a lot then.
Yeah, it needs to be a lot, obviously, because it fully awakens at 5-star right now, right? I'm talking like each essence, you'll need like 50 highs of each one or 100 highs of each one, something unreasonable, right? And at least we can use it for something, right? For an awakening. I don't know. That's just a thought, and that would make more sense in the Devilmon coming out of essences, right? It's just the same kind of, you know, theme going on with it. Since there is no way for us to get those awakening forces right now, except from an event or a pack, right? Is the only way we've seen those get released. And those things are pretty valuable. Those are very good. So,
True.
think that would be
Mine has
Another
expired.
question.
yeah. I have one.
Another
story
question.
expired, too.
I've been thinking about, like, I'm rating really a lot right now, but I pretty much only need legendaries, more to say, from like most of the stuff, even like violence and wheels. How many, like, for example, hero speed violence would you trade for a legendary?
Say again.
So let's say you can craft your hero grinds to legend grinds. How many would
no,
you
screw
trade
that.
in?
Rare grinds to purple grinds. Oh. I need a lot of purple
Like-
grinds, dude.
Like 5 or 10? I would totally do even. At some point I think I had like 16 swift speed grinds hero. And I just didn't need them anymore.
I think that's no.
I think 10.
No.
Don't you think
Thompson,
10?
you're gonna trade 10 to have it proc at 4.
Okay, how about this? Other way. I said that it should be on a timer. Every 5 you put in, it still doesn't hit. The 6th one should be automatic, like Theo Mars.
Yeah,
You know, like,
I would love a lot more of those like RNG that's filling up a bar, and at some point, even for like scrolls, like I want to have 100% guaranteed net 5 after 1,000 scrolls of no net 5s.
1,000 is pretty fair.
Yeah, like I played 9 months without. Like at least you see something progressing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think because I have.
Yeah, but the problem with
Magic
that is
grinds.
like some people have unlimited crystals, right? So if they have unlimited crystals, then it's gonna be easier for them
It's
to
not
reach.
going to be an issue for them in the first place if they have unlimited crystals.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you're missing just that one unit.
It's not like a choice. It's just getting one random.
It's basically after 1,000 scroll, you get a transcendent scroll. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, pretty much. Like 1,000 scrolls without a net 5, you get a transcendent scroll.
That would be interesting.
That's not that bad because 1,000 no nat 5 is very rare. At least we have a timer, right? So it's like, I guess what you call from other games pity. That doesn't sound that bad actually.
Would it work for light and dark scrolls?
No.
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 That-
You get a 4
You're going
star.
into some uncharted territories, my friend.
Yo, you're pushing it.
As much as I would love that, that is some dangerous stuff, dude. Yeah, you have to remember things like that can kill the game, and if it kills the game, it definitely hurts
Of
you more than
course.
anything
No,
else, right?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
like-
No, we know.
I'm not
Talking
even-
about unlimited money people, then it gets dangerous on the LD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
unlimited money people had already this 50 euros pack like they could buy 2 weeks ago, right? Unlimited. So
Like how we categorize
They're
it as
fine.
unlimited money people.
Unlimited money people. Must be
Unlimited
nice to
money
be one of those.
Yeah.
Ah, he must
How
be
to
an
pay
unlimited money
people.
person.
Unlimited money people.
don't
Yeah.
forget Twitch Prime.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
All right,
we have
well,
a
we'll go
category
ahead and
for
move on
those
to the
right
next
now.
topic here. Topic number 4 is talking a little bit about the America's Cup coming up this weekend. Are you guys excited to watch it, and are you excited to attend? Yeah, J-Mac, as well as Thompson, are you excited to compete?
You're asking me, are you excited to see who do you think will win when one of the contestants is in the fucking chat? Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Like, if you, it
honest.
doesn't matter if you don't think I'll win. That's, I don't,
Okay, you want my honest opinion? Okay, it's most people's opinion, obviously. I think Thompson's going to come out from his end and Sai is going to be from that end. And then not taking any away from Tiger or any other players, but that's in my mind.
Yeah,
Right?
I would agree
So-
on that one.
Sai and Thompson final. That's all I'm going to say. Who's going to win? I don't know.
I'm
That's all
pretty
I'm
sure
saying.
you guys can all agree that 22% is going to win. True or false?
Hey, sometimes 25% wins too.
No,
Hey,
no,
Sai.
15. That's the real number. Resistance check.
Oh, yeah,
15.
true. That's actually
Oh,
bigger.
yeah, you're
That's actually
right.
bigger. Yep. But I don't know if you guys saw those videos, but they made some cool videos on each of the contestants or a
I watched
lot of
every
them.
one of them.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
super
Super
cool,
nice.
man. Sai said that his
Thompson
friend
was
is
the
on
first
3
one.
violent sets. Yes, Sai said is
No,
on
is it
3
not
violent
one, not two, free.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, but I loved all of
Why
these
does he
videos.
have
They're
to
so
call me
nice.
out? I'm
I
his
haven't
friend.
watched them yet.
What was that?
They're so nice put together, all these videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
OGN did a very great job. Thompson's yours is so cute. Yours was the first one.
Yeah.
Kawaii.
Molly's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I pointed everything out in that video. Yeah, we actually watched through all of them yesterday. They're
Yeah.
funny. You need a new shirt,
Great.
dude. You need a new shirt, by the way. You got a couple holes in that basketball shirt. I pointed it out. But I said maybe that's your lucky shirt, right? Which could be true. Could be true.
So
But-
wait, something. What are you gonna do with your first cash prize?
100,000, dude. What would you do with
What
100,000?
what would you do if you win
I got asked that
100,000?
question for, and it's gonna be the same: family and save it. You know, that's
I'll
it.
probably go a few nights to Amsterdam or so.
What do you mean save it? Don't you mean family,
Just
save it,
joking.
and invest 50% for next year's tournament?
Nah, smart people make money, use money to make money. You know, so yeah.
But should be
What about
interesting. I'm
Seychelles?
actually
Like-
really excited.
I got asked this question also a couple of times, but since like quite some of you know, I've been studying in China, but I'm studying software engineering. So I was able to get a scholarship for that. But if I want to study just Chinese, it's mostly more difficult to get a scholarship for that. So I was actually thinking to study like full-time Chinese with that money if I would win.
Oh,
That's
really?
pretty cool.
All right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That's actually pretty cool.
That you're making something out of it. But Seychelles, we have met last year, so I know you're always someone that is very confident. Do you think you have your chances to be qualified for the World Championship this year?
Well, to be honest, last year I kind of guessed myself as top 16. So I made it to top 8, so I was really happy about that, and that's where it ended, top 8. This year, I think there's more into it.
Yeah, I think you have your try-hard pants on this year. I really feel like you have like try-hard pants on, dude. Like Omega try-hard pants on.
Like I improved really a lot in like both rune quality, monster pool, and also drafting wise. So I think I have a good shot this year.
Well,
Let's
we'll
see.
be rooting for you, man. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, end
Yeah,
of
we'll
the
see
day,
how
I
it
want to
goes.
see some good matches, dude. As
That's the
toxic as
main
it
thing,
sounds, I want a lot
Exactly.
of resistance.
By the way.
I want a lot of violence, and I want a lot of stuns, dude. That's what I want to see. That's what's make the matches, dude. On both sides, though. But go ahead.
I want a lot of LDs.
Do you guys see it this way? I feel like size bracket is pretty clear cut. You know, he's gonna come out of that. But my bracket, everyone's really good. You
No,
know,
I don't see
Silent's
that.
really
I
good.
don't see that. Can you explain? I don't understand.
I just, when you judge people by their monster box and their rune quality,
Uh-huh.
right? Sai is clear cut. You know.
Really?
And
Who's he up against? Is it easy bracket? Is what you're saying?
Popa, JLN, and Michael. Okay. You
Oh, I
trolling
see.
me, bro. You know.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say about Jalen, Michael, and Topa? They're strong competitors, sir.
Like they're good players for getting that far, but you know it's pretty clear cut.
What about the other side of the bracket? I'm curious. I don't know the.
I mean,
the other bracket.
Popa is good too, but he just had to play against Tree first. So
Right. What about the other side of the bracket though?
And the other side is pretty fair. I mean, like
Pretty
Tiger
fair.
has his rune quality.
Uh-huh.
You know, Joseph is a math teacher, right? Silent, man, he's an amazing player, man. He's an amazing dude.
I
so.
just saw his video. They just posted his video, Silent.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so funny. He says he broke a phone before, and he's one of those Excel spreadsheet guys, dude. Did you see that? All the permutations on there. I was like, what the? Oh my god. That's gonna be pretty damn lit to see. But I think it's gonna be a fun tournament. I think it's gonna be really, really good. I
It'll
hope to
be
see
cool.
everybody
Really
give
excited,
their
yeah.
best. Yeah, give their all. Is it best of 3 all the way and then best of 7 for last one, or is it all best of 3?
Best of 3 into best of 5. So only the first round is best of 3, and then semis is best of 5, and final is best of 5.
And single,
There's
right?
single bracket, right?
Yep.
Do you guys like best of 3? I'm not a fan of it.
I
Too
prefer
fast.
best of 5s.
Yeah, because you can get 22% pretty easily.
Okay, question. Do you prefer best of 3s with double elimination, or do you prefer best of 5s? Because I think best of 3 with double elimination is not too bad either.
I
Okay,
prefer
that's
double
okay.
eliminations, yeah.
Yeah, second
I
chance,
think
right?
it depends
Yeah.
on how long the game goes, like how many matches. Like if it's like you have to play against a field of 16 players, best of 3, please. But if you're just playing against like 2 or 3 matches, like best of 5 is cool.
Yeah.
I would like to see best of 3, best of 5, best of 7. Because it's only single elimination, right? I'd like to see the last of best of 7.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
for like
I'm
the,
okay
the
with
hype.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be so
best of
nice.
7, I think at some point it gets maybe a bit too repetitive. I don't know.
But the thing with
Yeah.
best of 7 is when players feel they have more room, they try to explore and do different things instead of being so
What about
tight.
it? What about
Best
it? You
of
put it
7
like
is also
like
very
tennis.
mentally draining.
True, but that's a part of the match, right? That's a part of the
Yeah.
match. I mean,
No,
you
but
only
let's
play
say
you only
you
play
put it
3
like
different
tennis.
matches. You're playing a BO3, BO5, BO7 for X amount of money. I think that's not too bad, right? In one day, it's not that many matches. That's like how many wings? 1, 2, 3. That's a maximum of 12 wings tops.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not too
But
bad.
what if you put it like tennis and you end up with a 2-2? and you gotta have like 2 points difference.
Oh, best
Like,
of 2.
unlimited.
Yeah, to win by 2.
That could go on forever
Yeah.
though, but that'd be very interesting.
30
But
matches
then it's also
later.
fatiguing, but that's also like tennis, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would like to see that, but depends on their time frame, right? Whenever they rent out
Yeah.
the OGN studio and whatnot, like
ima-
how much time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when there's only 8 people, sometimes gets to 5 hours. So imagine with an unlimited chance,
Yeah, true.
I see that.
you'd be there for 48 hours.
Well, you got some tennis matches that are that long.
Yeah, they do. They have
Well,
10
not
matches that
48
are so
hours,
long
but-
that they have to stop it and go the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
That one's kind of, those are nuts, dude. Those are actually nuts. All right, that's
Yeah, they're
most of
actually-
our topics for today. I'm just going to open up to the last one so we can chit chat. We got maybe 5-10 minutes left here. Kind of open discussion, whatever you guys want to talk about. So go ahead, continue on whatever you're about to say.
Is anyone starting a gambling pool at SWC Americas?
What are you gambling?
Oh, shit.
What
What are you gambling?
else do we gambling? We're
I
gambling on
heard
the bracket.
Dota has that.
What do you mean? Dota?
Like Dota has a gambling pool. You could gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah. League of
win
Legends
in
has
the
that for
TI9?
years.
Anyone want to start it?
You go there and you can
Okay.
just give money and gamble like in Vegas?
No, it's illegal.
Nobody
Like,
like
you know,
that, I don't
There's
know.
underground like gambling.
Oh,
You
underground.
know,
Okay, like with friends.
underground.
Like, oh, I play you for $10, kind of like friend, like, you know, like that. Okay.
Anyone want to start a pool?
Yeah, I mean,
Since-
see who's there. I mean, I'll play for drinks. I play for a round of drinks.
Drinks.
People
Okay,
play
I'm down for that.
Hell yeah, it's always fun.
Like, I'm kind of down for that. We can start a pool.
Yeah. Talk to
I'll add
some-
you to a group chat later.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because end of the day, you know what happens when you make a pool that plays for drinks, right? Everybody gets fucked up that night.
Pretty
And that's
much.
the good night.
Yep.
No, you know I have a flight next morning to catch, right? So
Same.
that's pretty interesting. No, I'm going at 8 a.m. I have a flight on Sunday.
You can go
really?
straight from the bar.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can go straight
pretty
from the
much.
bar, dude. You can Uber straight there. What time is mine?
What time's your flight? No, because I'm going to PAX in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about that. You told me
I'm
about
actually
that. Remember?
fucked. It's okay. Should be fun.
Oh, I
But
leave in
Thompson-
the afternoon. I mean, 11, 12ish. So I'll be
Okay.
fine.
Thompson, good luck. Really.
Yeah, good luck, Thompson.
Yeah, I wish you the best.
I
dude.
hope you
I
win.
think your fight and Sai is gonna go pretty insane. That's the main thing.
Do you have a lot taken off your shoulder, Thompson, that twins have been nerfed, or if they get nerfed? Do you think that before that tournament, do you think it'll actually take a lot out of your shoulders?
No, like it has nothing to do with me. No one's gonna use twins.
You don't think nobody would really draft twins, and you don't have issues drafting against them either, huh?
Yeah. The key to twins is trying to outspeed you, but they can't outspeed you. It's hard for twins to survive. you know?
Nefties, right? I got you. I get it.
Thompson, you said to me last podcast that if there's a Tianlong, you're gonna leave him be because you're not afraid of
I
it
actually
anymore.
played a few rounds, and I don't ban the Tianliang, and I also bring in a bird too, and I won most of my matches.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
See, I told you, man. I
Execute.
told you.
Is
By
your
the way,
Tianlang on despair or violent, Junpei?
He's on despair right now.
I see.
But even this on despair with the upgraded spell with no immunity, sometimes he does 0 stun.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but when it does land, it's
Well, when it
quite
does,
nice.
it fucks your whole
Well,
team.
but when it does land, G-Mac cries a little bit. I have to admit
Yeah,
that.
man. Fucking. I always take Triton against him now. Fuck your Tianlang.
So what you're trying to say is that Tianlang is balanced, which I think he is. I think that's a
No,
fair statement.
what? I really think he's balanced. Really.
Yeah, he's actually. I think he's a balanced unit. Sure, I can go to the extent of saying that.
Yeah.
My whole thing about Antares and Josephine is not like they really need nerf, but I know nobody feels good losing to Antares and Josephine.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually so true.
Dude.
No one wants to lose to a fucking
It's like you
Antares.
outdraft them or they outdraft you, but you win because like it's just Antares doing Antares things or Josephine doing Josephine things. So that's why,
Doesn't that
like,
count for like
They don't
every
need a
unit
nerf.
they
You
can
could say
proc?
that, but like no one likes losing to them. You know.
But that's
Does
the same for
anybody
a friend
here?
that procs, or Gany that procs every
Yeah.
turn, or a half that
Yeah.
procs every turn. It's insane.
I don't mind like Hathor or Gany like proccing me to death, but when Antares and Josephine procs, for some reason, it never feels good. I don't know.
What if they
You
remove
prefer
the? I
to
think we
stare
talked
at your
about it.
screen and never take a turn over getting some turns and being beat to shit?
Well, there are answers for that, right? Like you have like your fair
Yeah,
share.
but Josephine, there's also answers for it because if she procs, Bolfric gets stacks. Enterus, same thing. There's counters to procs.
If Josephine procs enough, Bolvik not gonna do anything, bro. And if Antares proc enough, same thing. If it stuns, if it like kills a monster off,
So what if they take away one of the buffs from Antares? Then do you think that?
I'm not saying they need a nerf. I'm just saying like no one likes losing because I played on like a C3.
Well, you're saying that there
No
should be
one
a
likes
change
losing
to
in
it.
general.
You're saying there should be a change to it. What should
Huh?
it be then? You're saying there should be a change to it though. So what?
I don't
should we do?
know. It's just like no one likes losing to them. When like Josephine procs every turn. I understand Bolverk is a counter, but like
Let's meet in Paris. I pick it against you. Okay?
He's picking against you in Paris.
Does anybody here feel like when they're picking Antares, it's doing half of the work when contrary to when the opponent picks the Antares?
I don't have an Antares rune.
Well, all right.
Yeah, Mr. Shayna Martina, you better get on that crap right now, like the rest of us here.
I had an Antares today and I counted and it was 14 turns without proccing. I think that's the max.
That's crazy,
14?
dude.
14, yeah. I've seen 12 and 13 before, and today I saw 14, and that's the highest I've seen so far.
I never
Really
fought
went.
an Antares that never went after the second turn my Tiana goes.
That's true. That's true. Today it was
Yeah, because otherwise that Antares is dead, so you can't count further than 2.
Pretty much.
It's
You know
true,
my
right?
Martina's taking it out right away. You know
It's
that.
like he knows, yeah.
That's
Antares
why,
knows. after
that's why
Tiana moves.
Martina needs a nerf.
You know, you put a ragdoll Artemio on the field, I'll ban your Antares. That's the thing.
Okay, I'll summon the other 2 and put an Antares on the field.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
By the way, for Europe, they're gonna release the brackets tomorrow during the stream of Come to Us EU.
Oh,
Are you
I'm excited to
nervous?
see that.
There's a few I would rather there's no one I don't want to play against, but there's a few I don't want to play against early.
Okay, let me
Okay, I
ask you
can see
this.
that.
Let me ask you this. Who do you want to play against first?
Who do I want to play against? Oh, but that's calling out like I can beat you, right?
Right. I mean, I don't think it's.
Well, there are
Okay.
people with like significantly worse runes, and you could point them out. But
I think like our top 8 is like way more stacked than last year. That's what I gotta say first.
Mm.
But yeah, from like the performance of the tournament, I don't want to put I don't want to put out names. I still have to.
I know.
Oh,
So-
you're too
so
politically correct.
You're too
So
dumb.
Yeah. Who do you wanna
DGP
fight first?
DGP, I guess, right? From what he's saying.
For
Well,
tournament gameplay, sure.
Well, there's a few that didn't perform that well, and I wouldn't mind to play against those.
Yeah, I
And
think
we
you want to
also
play
have a
against.
China
You want to play against Obabo, right? Had probably the worst and dirtiest performance of everybody. Yeah, definitely, right? That's who you
He
want to play against.
started
Right?
off his first match with 70% procs. No
Such
joke, look
clean
it up.
matches from Obabo, man.
Well,
scared to play him, dude.
the other 3 matches were really clean, but that 4th match was just a proc fest, straight up.
That's kind of scary, right? Nonetheless, for both reasons. Actually.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't really like to play against his playstyle because it's quite proc heavy.
Hmm.
But
Okay, so Thompson, who do you want to play first in that group if you
I
got to choose
answered.
right
I answered already. I said it last podcast.
now?
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I'll play
Not his
anyone.
brother.
I would like to play anyone that's not in my bracket first, like JLN, Michael Yen, Topa V. I'm fine with that.
Tree,
Would you play-
yeah, you want to play
Even
Tree?
give me- Dude,
Would
even
you
give me
trade?
Tree first. I'd rather play Tree first than play my brother from another mother, right?
True, you're guilty, right? I
Okay,
get you.
sure. I
I
see
get
it.
you.
okay.
All right, and last, I have another question for Seishizo. Last year, you got eliminated by Shen. Would you like?
I want to
have
play him first.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
I want to play him.
I thought you would like revenge, right?
Yeah, I would love to see him in the first match. Yes, definitely.
But I think he's not as prepared as last year. Would you agree with that?
Shen?
True.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think he played a lot less this year than he did last
Yeah,
year.
he played a lot less.
He played a lot
He didn't
less
play
this
this last season because
because he knew.
they are no. He didn't play because there are some people that are using bots to record the matches and the runes and stuff like that.
Really?
So that's why he didn't play. Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. What the hell, really? That's crazy.
No, there's no bots for that. I record matches as well, but there's no bots for that.
So say she's a bot. Confirm. All right, great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good to know.
I'm definitely a bot.
Good to know.
I'm talking robot.
I think he really prepared like last year. Let's see. Let's see
Okay.
if he gets to the finals or not like last year.
All right. Any
We'll see, yeah.
lingering words, topics, comments that you guys wanted to bring up here?
I'm just very excited for the SWC all around.
I am too.
Yeah, definitely.
Same.
I love to see all of these matches. Like, friends were like, "Oh, let's hang out on Saturday," and now you're in the Netherlands. Like, no, Saturday I'm watching something.
Yeah. Oh, did you see yesterday? They just announced the prize pool: 100,000 for first place for Worlds, 20,000 for second place, 10,000 for third. And if you were a contestant or a participant, you get a cool badge next to your name or whatever, something like image, where if you type in the chat, any chat, you'll have it next to your name, and it looks super dope. Yeah, they released that yesterday.
I think it's only for the finals. It's not for the regionals.
Oh, so if you make it to World Finals, top 8 for World Finals, you will get the participant one. Yeah, that's big clout,
pretty
dude.
cool.
That's big clout.
Yeah, that's why you get the player one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So next year
actually
we're gonna
pretty
have
cool.
to make it to SWC, Brian.
But it only remains until the next or the prelims of next SWC.
I'm just gonna keep bringing chocolates, coconuts, and pineapples, and then maybe the developer will give me that thing next week. Nah.
Maybe you'll get more long.
Yeah, but so what it means is that you're toxic. What that means is that there's $80,000 in the prize pool for all of the other players in the worlds as well as for the regionals. Yeah, so I'm wondering how much money is for each of the regionals then. Would it be fair to
That's
say?
really top heavy though. 100K up top and a 20K second.
That's so
I like
heartbreaking.
it.
too much top heavy.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Nah, I would prefer to have people play for a third place match and give like some money to that rather than giving just 100K to one person.
Yeah,
No,
I guess they
think
wanted
it's,
a big prize pool, right? So they could say, $100,000 first prize, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. And
Which
you're
sounds
world
cool.
champion. You didn't get defeated by anybody. I think you deserve this 100.
You didn't get 22%. You 22% people.
But yeah, and
Infinite money, people.
I speculate that it's 100,000 first place, 20,000 second place, 10,000 third place, and I think the other places are gonna split like 20K, and I think the other regionals, the 3 regionals, are gonna be 20K each as well.
Okay.
So I think that's
Is it 20K or is it 10K for first place in the regional?
Well, it's
10K.
10K for first place, but the other 10K split amongst the other players. I think everybody gets money.
Okay.
Everybody gets money that's participating. Thompson gets money. Seichizo gets money.
No, it's only first, second, and third, and fourth is the same. So it's 10, 5, and 2.5, 2.5.
Okay.
Oh,
really?
You don't even guarantee money yet?
No, we gotta win first match and then you got money.
It's okay. Let's be honest. Thompson's still gonna get money, right?
Damn. So you're going into a battle. Like, you think about it? I'm about to do potentially 3 wings. That'll mean I get $2,500 or not. Oh, that's big, dude. Okay, I started to make you nervous though, but.
Yeah, that's what I did last year as well, and then I lost.
Oh no, man. But yeah, very excited for this tournament, guys. I think it's gonna be great, especially since these events are gonna be live. It's going to play a factor on how people perform throughout the matches and the pick and bans, because it's live, right? So we got to give some edge to the players that have been here before. Something also to look forward to is the Guild War showcasing, for the America's Cup and whatnot. That should be very fun to see the guilds battling each other.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that as well.
Yeah, those are always fun. Some familiar faces and whatnot from those. I think it was a very solid podcast today. We were able to go through a lot of the developer notes as well and Korea Q&As. If you guys haven't seen that, you guys can check it out in the developer notes section in the game. Yeah, if you want to see the details on it. But that kind of hopefully puts it to rest. Yeah, on the thoughts on the twins and whatnot. Yeah, we're gonna have to really see these get implemented and see what actually happens. Right, the actual live implementations of these changes. We'll be posting the links. Yeah, if you guys are watching from YouTube, the links for all these Twitch channels here from Junpei, JMax, Seichizo, and Thompson. Right? I don't know if Thompson will be streaming though, because it's kind of hiding everything before the tournament.
I want to say this. I might stream today because I want to try to make like little gift bags for people that I owe a debt to. So yeah.
Oh, cool. So farming stream and kind of like just chill stream kind of thing.
I'll do some RTA. Why not?
Okay, cool. But yeah, we'll
Okay.
put the links to all their Twitch channels. Make sure you guys check them up. They have a lot of knowledge in the game. Yeah, and there's pretty much always somebody streaming Summoners War at all times. So you guys can come and check them out and ask any questions for whatever progression. Thank you guys for joining me on today's podcast. I really appreciate that. And
Thanks for the
look
invite.
forward to the next one next week.
Thanks for having us, and I'll see a lot of
Thanks
you
for having
guys
us.
as well. I'll see you guys on Thursday, right?
Sounds good.
Some
Yeah,
of
look
you
forward to
guys.
seeing you, man. Yeah.
I'll see Thompson, I'll see Z, I'll see some people in chat on Thursday. But yeah,
Yep,
thanks for
sure.
having us.
All right, peace out.
Again, good luck, Thompson, and
you.
thanks for having me.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck,
22%.
All right, peace out, everybody. Peace out, YouTube. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
See ya.